So this video is actually a podcast episode done by AIB of Shahrukhkhan. They interviewed Shahrukhkhan in this podcast episode. So a little more background about AIB. AIB is a group of like YouTubers, I would say, a group of team, and they went like super viral on YouTube like
Cool.
a lot of years ago because of their roast session. They did
Everybody
this.
loves a good roast.
Yeah, like it just broke the internet and they became really famous because of that. But now they have, but also because like they produce a lot of good content.
Oh, of
And
course, yes. Yeah.
Lately, they haven't been doing a lot of YouTube stuff, but they have gone mainstream with doing stand-up acts on Netflix, Amazon Primes, and things like
Oh,
that.
nice. Good
but-
for them.
Yeah. But this one is really popular. A lot of SRKians have asked us to react to this episode, this interview episode with SRK. And it's a really good one. I've heard a lot of good things about this episode. So I just figured, why not? Like, let's just check it out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Another update from All India Bakchod.
Hey guys, how's it going? So we decided to bring the podcast back to the channel in a big way in 2017. So we decided to do a little test shoot in the office the other day to see how it works, where we can shoot in the office,
This is one of the
etc.
VIP members.
Now that podcast is not ready yet. It's with Biswa and Sumki. It's not entirely edited yet, and we will put that out very soon. We shot another podcast today with another guest, which is the one that you guys are going to watch right now. However, to enjoy this podcast to the fullest, you guys need some context. So here's some footage from the podcast we shot with Biswa and Sumki to give you context for the current podcast that you guys are about to see. So here is a podcast flashback. 1 year when we wrote film fair. We told him this, by the way, while we wrote film fair.
So a lot of people
at some
are
point in the night,
from
we're hanging out
PIB.
with Shahrukh, and he's also like cool and all, like.
Yeah.
And
He
he's
must
like,
have
come,
called the house, yeah.
he's like, come see my house.
This is where
And he
like
has
5 drinks
and he has a lovely auditorium in his house. Again, he's not here, but I want to tell him. It's lovely. And
मेरे को बता दे समझ में रहेगी.
so now we're in the auditorium, and he's like, this is where I play PlayStation. I play
So you play
FIFA and all.
yeah.
FIFA and all, okay? And Rohan is plastered by this one, okay? And Rohan's like, oh, we should play FIFA. And Shahrukh's like, yeah, we should play FIFA. Rohan's like, I'll get my PlayStation. Okay? And Shahrukh's like, I have a PlayStation. I have an auditorium, bro. Like, why would I have a...
Like, I'll give Shahrukh Khan credit for this. He wasn't a dick about it. Yeah. He wasn't a dick about it. He just sort of looked at me for a second like, oh, Garib. Like, for 1 second his eyes was there. But then after that, he moved a bit polite about it. Like, I haven't, in my head also in 2 seconds, I'm like, forget
Of
FIFA.
course, Shahrukh
Like,
Khan.
ये literally actually called Messi, Ronaldo, मैं बुलाता है मेरे lawn में खेलता है उसके. ये हो सकता है. ये हो सकता है उसके. This was my embarrassment. Now it's Tanmay's turn. Because after we get out of the district, there's a Vishwa period where we're both sort of like, was it one of those celebrity things where he was being nice, or do you think we'll really play FIFA with the tomorrow night?
My logic is कि देख बिस्वा अगर मैं तेरे को घर पे बुलाया, okay? और मेरे को दिखाया ये मेरा हॉल है, ये मेरा बेडरूम फक हॉल है, मेरे पास देख ये वाला सिंक है, ये देख ऐसा चलता है, और मेरे फ्रिज में देख एक कोक वोक ऐसा वैसा है, और मैं बोला कल हैंग करते हैं, okay? और रात को मैं तेरे को फोन नहीं किया, तेरे को थोड़ा तो बुरा लगेगा, like, थोड़ा तो माइल्डली तू बोलेगा कि क्या हो रहा है, okay? So next night, cut to next night. We're sitting, okay? Waiting at the phone. And it's not like he has a number. But like, I mean, assuming he went out of his way.
Yeah.
Like, put a calendar invite. He went out of his way. He got to us and said, "Look, कल वो थे ना वो 4 लौंडे. उनको बोला मुझे आज FIFA खेलना मैंने उनको बोला था. उनको बोला था मैं खेलूँगा. मतलब 11:30 बजे we are also like अभी नहीं लगता.
But at the same time, we also have hope क्योंकि मैंने like last time भी 7:30 का meeting बोला था 12:30 का.
late night.
So we are like,
what is
वो night owl है.
So now at this point, I have opened my Twitter. Okay. And मैं देखते शाहरुख भाई क्या कर रहे हैं. Okay. And I open, I go. He's tweeting.
He tweeted a picture of him with Madhuri at this house, saying having dinner with old friends. This, that,
Yeah. And I replied to that tweet. And I just said FIFA night.
In all caps. In all caps.
Saying FIFA night, bro.
So literally Tanmay's version of fuck she's showing online while she's replying to my messages.
They look
Hello and welcome to the AIB podcast. Khamba se hello.
Hi.
Always upset.
Always, just perpetually.
So the last
Yes.
podcast we discussed. There was
Deeply
a
personal story.
personal story.
Deeply
where-
personal story.
about a man who invited us to play FIFA on his
Who?
PlayStation, and then the next day he ditched us like we were absolutely no one. We are here to confront this man, Mr. Shahrukh Khan. Why? That's all I need to ask you. Why?
I'm wondering why today also. I mean, you know, my worry, my disturbance is much more than yours. You not being called is your problem. Me calling you again. How low can I go?
So that's the thing, right? Like after the roast, all our fans just began to assume that we just hang out with you guys all the time. Like we hang out with Karan Johar. Like Saturday ko hum phone karte
Can I
Shahrukh
just tell you, you don't put me in your roast team at all. I have nothing to do with that.
I could be like
Fair,
that.
fair,
I'm not there.
The country, actually, I was not on the planet. I distance myself completely from roast. मुझे सिर्फ चिकन मालूम. मैं रोज चिकन खाता हूँ, हर रोज खाता हूँ.
There's a dish called chicken roast.
और पीटा मालूम.
That's what he's talking about.
मैं खाता हूँ.
No.
This osmosis, how many layers of political correctness?
Because no matter what answer you give,
This can go wrong. I'm going to be very politically correct.
Yeah, that brings me to my first question.
Yeah.
Usually when we do a podcast, right? Usually
But I want to ask you, you really thought I'm going to call you next day for FIFA?
कुछ तो सपना होता है यार लाइफ में. Like it's one of those. I was just like, हो जाएगा तो क्या amazing होगा.
इस जब लॉटरी टिकट खरीदते हो तो 1 in a trillion चांस तो होता है कि तुम्हारा नंबर आएगा ना.
Anyway, you said he's gonna be politically correct. Right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I won't say anything wrong today.
Yeah. You know, so you don't have to say anything wrong for things to go wrong.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
born this way.
How does this work? Where you wake up one morning and you put on the TV and you see that some politician somewhere has said something and you are now the news of the day. You are now the debate of the day.
Yeah. And mostly, I'm with due respect, I'm you know, I'm fumbling. No, I think what happens. I wake up like this in the morning. So last night, there was some news about the Honorable President Donald Trump. I use proper names for everyone. Mr. Donald Trump had done something in America. And there was this whole news, something is happening, something. I don't know what it was, but something was happening. I don't want to mention any ethnic and religious groups about this. So I'm lying down and I wake up in the morning and my first thought, which I have nothing to do with that word. I don't even think right now I have a valid visa. And I may never get it after this. I was lying down there and I pick up my phone with this feel in the morning. I wake up and I used to be very fast, you know, when these things never used to happen, I used to wake up like this, come on, you know, king of Bollywood. Now I wake up like this, kaun sa king? Kaun sa Bollywood? And then my hand goes automatically to my phone. And my prayers are happening inside, in every language. I do prayers in every language, every God. Kina, please, I have nothing to do what's happened in America today. I hope not. Day before yesterday, some of the filmmakers, and rightly so or wrongly, I don't know. It was their point of view. But they all got a little angry with some disturbance that happened up north somewhere in India, related to something. And
I love the specifics.
I want a multiple choice question. This is the first multiple choice answer I
and they started talking about how this is wrong. You know, somebody should not be physically violated, XYZ, you know. And first thing I did in the shooting is कि मेरा नाम आ गया इसमें क्योंकि मैंने कुछ नहीं कहा मैंने किसी से बात नहीं की मेरा नाम आ चुका है and this gentleman was standing with me he says 100 retweets हैं आपके नाम से भाई साहब not there I did make a comment I made my personal love known to the person who was involved in this activity that may have happened up north somewhere whatever but I'm like and I genuinely went and checked and it was about me suddenly and it was about me selling some gangster and bad guy and some religion and all I'm like why and I can't make calls anymore. So I have decided, anyone says anything about me, wrong, right, good, bad, ugly, I will just go to the house. I want to go to the house. And at the end of it all, it's all about a selfie.
That selfie fixes everything.
I mean, at least I leave the place with this whole idea कि बस selfie करानी थी, अब तुम जाओ, अब तुम्हें कोई कुछ नहीं कहेगा. So if I went and took a lot of selfies, one day I've decided to give 7 days off, take selfies with everyone who has a mouth to speak or fingers to write, I'll be the most powerful man in this country.
So does it actually start factoring in now in terms of choices? Like you read a script and you're like, इसके ऊपर 5.
Yesterday I was sitting with my co-actor Anushka and my director. It was a funny sequence. So there's this guy who's getting angry at us. He's kidnapped us or something like that. It's a semi-comic scene. So like he would say कि मैं जो हूँ तो he spoke in some dialect or some accent. जैसे ये मत use करें accent. Those people will get hurt. I don't know. He said, but मैं use नहीं कर रहा हूँ. ये मेरा accent. I didn't know you are not speaking like this. You will speak like I speak.
The problem with that is now people will watch that scene with that guy and बोलेंगे यार इसका accent ना natural नहीं है. Just like yeah,
That'd be a problem.
Which is why the book is really looking forward and incredibly important. Like one of the jokes we used to do was after Manmohan Singh left as Prime Minister, like the first thing he would have done is gone home and just gone to an empty room and just yelled for 8 years worth of anger. Like I feel like at what point are you worried that at some point you'll be like, enough of this, I cannot take this?
I do take this with a little bit of disturbance. You comparing me to the honorable
No,
ex-prime.
no. I meant the level of...
No, really, I'm not so silent.
So, Manmohan Singh, the Prime Minister, was meant to be like super silent all the time. He would not speak a lot.
Because again, halfway through I realized, am I hurting too many people with this? So should I be trying to cover it up and all? But yeah,
He
I
definitely
genuinely
seems
want
more
to
like a talker.
there's an actor friend of mine who I can't name, but he has a padded room in which he goes and speaks for voice to make it more powerful.
So Farhan to is out.
Yeah.
These guys are brutal.
Right?
I have a feeling that at the end of my career, I will be in a padded room. One way or the other. I mean, I will make a padded room, and this house is too small, so I'm trying to earn more money, get that one room in. But genuinely, there are days, you know, when I'm sitting and I'm like, कि मैं कहीं जाके ना चिल्ला दूँ मैं यार. हाँ मैंने किया, हाँ मैंने ये भी बोला था, हाँ और मैं ये भी बोल रहा हूँ, और हाँ मैं शाहरुख हूँ. I really want to do it. Earlier I used to do, मैं भड़ास निकालता था award functions में. जाके ना जो कहना है कह दो, मजाक करो. फिर इतने लोगों की इमोशन आउट हो गई.
तो वो भी नहीं कर सकते सर.
एक बार जो किया था हाँ
उसके बाद
नहीं अब तो अभी तो डिस्कोर्सेस हैं हमारे. मतलब I mean like genuinely our award function, this one what we did together was like a satsang. बातें कर रहे हो एक दूसरे से पोलाइटली
पूरा 4 बजे चला था.
माननीय श्री सो एंड सो इतने अच्छे काम किए. अभी तो अवार्ड फंक्शन में किसी ने गंदा काम किया ही नहीं होता. सब अच्छे होते हैं, सबके सब अच्छे होते हैं.
I was going to ask, like when the whole Meryl Streep thing happened, right? My question to journalists writing saying why can't Indian actors?
I was just little amazed that how हम लोग जो है ना, मतलब और ये मैं गलत नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, हम लोग जो है ना अभी तक हम जब एक जवान हुआ करते थे ना तो ऐसा हम बोलते थे अंग्रेज चले गए औलाद पीछे छोड़ गए. You know, I don't know if your parents my father used to, अंग्रेज चले गए औलाद पीछे छोड़ गए. तो ये लोग वहाँ पर कोई औरत और बहुत अच्छी बात कर रही है. I mean there's only one woman in this world that I ever want to spend a second with also. मतलब I'll give my life. I never say this about anyone. I'm not a fan because I'm such a big star. But well, that's true. So how can a big star be a fan? I'm such a big star.
Yeah,
I was really stupid. That got me. But I'm genuinely a fan, right? I'm Gaurav for Meryl Streep. And I think what she spoke is wonderful. There's an age and stage she has reached. She can say anything. I mean, genuinely, she can be the president of America. But why should somebody sitting here hearing something which is so beautiful, instead of enjoying it, instead of applauding it, say, यहाँ कोई क्यों नहीं बोल रहा? यहाँ कोई क्यों नहीं बोल रहा? यहाँ अरे बोल दिया ना उसने. आपको इतना अच्छा लग रहा है, रिवाइंड करो, फिर से प्ले करो, बार-बार प्ले करो, दिखाते रहो. ये पर भी क्यों आ गया? You know, first thing in the morning, so I saw Meryl Streep's thing, and there was an amazing one. If you guys have seen the Madonna one, she speaks at that award function. Beautiful है. अब उन्होंने बहुत दिल की बात कही कि लोग परेशान करते थे, घर तोड़ देते थे, बदतमीजी करते थे. अब वो पढ़ के मैं पहली बार ये क्यों ना बोलूं? अरे ये माधुरी क्यों नहीं बोल रही? ये जूही क्यों नहीं बोल रही है? बोला ना Madonna ने यार अच्छी बात कर रही है. Meryl Streep ने बोला दुनिया के लिए लागू है. I wanted to write actually to all the journalists. पता क्या हुआ? इस बार ना फिल्म फेयर अवार्ड नहीं मिला. दादा तो यही स्पीच थी. अवार्ड ही नहीं मिलेगा तो स्पीच कैसे करूंगा? अवार्ड तो पहले है. But can you make this like a drive? Next year, give me all the awards. Amazing speeches to say.
Yeah. Hashtag give Shahrukh all the awards. We're coming to the next question, right? And like what I've observed in whatever little time that we managed to spend with you, that you're extremely self-aware. How do you find that when you're constantly surrounded by people who are going to say yes to you?
Actually, I don't have anyone who says yes to me. But genuinely, I'm saying, including my 3.5-year-old little runt. Runt is a good word.
Yeah, that is
You can call it.
We'll find out.
Yeah. It sounds like a bad word. We'll find out. Correct.
No, because somebody will get angry at me for even saying something about my own child.
Yeah.
तो पूरा मान जाता हूँ उस बात के लिए.
What do you mean 3.5?
That is insulting to the 3-year-olds who are watching watch.
So nobody says yes to me, and everybody knows I've always been like this. I come from theatre, where the first thing you were taught is how to fall on your own, get up, how to make fun of yourself, and not to take yourself seriously. Matlab, a true actor, true performer, the first thing you're supposed to know. So I say this to everyone, that the first thing is the only person you're supposed to know is yourself as an actor, as a performer. And if I know myself, I mean, apart from being sexy, cool, and good looking, and really
So modest. Modest.
Modest, yes.
It just come out of my upbringing, my parents.
Modest when you said that my small house to many.
In my head, I said when you Delhi wale. In my head, the guy who lived in Bombay in a small house, I was like Delhi wale.
But I'm telling you, this is a Delhi thing. This genuinely is a Delhi thing. And so I know myself, and I know my frailties, and I know my nonsensical things, and I know my issues, and I know I snore at night. I can't deny that. So I can make fun of it. I can make fun of myself also. People who make fun of themselves actually are the most confident. It's like the real macho guy doesn't have to beat up anyone. Like, it discludes me now. Because so I'm not really one, I'm kind of a little patsy boy. But you don't have to do it. So I find it very odd that, people get all, and especially in the West, or Angrez chale gaye, aulad chhod gaye. But there people are okay with that. Yeah. I mean, you see their programs. I mean, their roast also. It's a regular thing.
Yeah.
It's fun. You guys do one, and your career is over.
Well, I mean, it's not over. It's on the downslide, but it's not over.
I'm so happy. I got so happy. Just like how America and India.
Yeah.
That roast was your fan. Good performance, bad, completely died. I was so happy. Really, I mean, I saw you, it's like watching Trump. I'm like, yeah, fan chale gayi. Arey, wo AIB ka roast? There's one guy who really loves
That's good to know.
guys.
Yeah.
What are the cheap thrills that you take? Like, for example, I know that when Rohan said that he will bring his PlayStation to play FIFA, you went like, the first PlayStation in India comes to my house. Actually, so yeah, this is what he said. So, like, for us, the cheap thrill is like if I want some new shoes or whatever, I'll just be like, find someone who can try and get me one pair of shoes.
और मैं photo डाल दूंगा social पे.
Social पे तो मिल जाएगा. So, what is the level of cheap thrills that you are operating at? So, आपके cheap thrills क्या है? Like, what is the level of cheap thrills that you're operating at?
My biggest level of...
Can I just... Okay, she'll be here in 20.
Okay. Do you mind, like, actually it's okay. Ready? No, nothing.
cheap thrill, I'll tell you, is while shooting advertising. Because I'm really, really in advertising. I sell everything. Yeah? So, and I remember I was doing an ad for a biscuit. And there are only a couple of ways, even the most beautiful actors, the varied kind of an actor can eat a biscuit. There's not very many ways to eat a biscuit. You either eat it like this, you can be in love with it, you can be angry at it. I tried all that. The biscuit is not eaten with any emotion. Biscuit is like that.
This is
Too much enunciation. Too much
crunch.
Yeah, it was a nice biscuit. It was dark and chocolate. And I liked it also. It's not one of those products I don't use. I like that biscuit. So I was to do it. And I find it odd. I'm a little shy. So, having to do things like dandruff on my shoulder and all is awkward for me. So I always say, look, the whole idea of this ad is that this doesn't happen to me. So people will take it because, it doesn't happen to Shahrukh because he uses this. If you show me this happening to me, I'm a normal, regular guy. I'm not a regular guy. I'm Shahrukh. So I don't do dandruff. Because, daad, ghat, khujli nahi hoti.
मतलब graphic और लाल वाले लोग हैं.
जो airline signal होता है ना, अपनी दांत
वैसा खड़ा हुआ ऐसे मैं ad मेरा याद है कि मैं तो बैठा हूँ. So बहुत सारी टाइम में एक आदमी या औरत आते हैं जो इमोशनली इन्वॉल्व होते हैं अपने प्रोडक्ट के साथ, राइटली सो, और वो मुझको आके एक्सप्रेशन देने में बोल, sir, I want you to eat the biscuit. The feeling of homeliness, the feeling of years gone by, the feeling of who you are, and the achievements that you have done in that one bite. You know, and my biggest cheap thrill is that everybody around me, you know, my team, they're very protective. कि नहीं इतनी feeling आती है तो यार फिर मिल जाता है.
Filmfare is a very popular award function.
My whole team is like ऐसा मत करो सर को इतना मत बोलो. इतना तो उनके बाप को भी प्रोटेक्ट करने आते हैं कि किसी के साथ एक्टिंग नहीं होती उनसे. But I really enjoy. I say अच्छा. And so जो मैंने 20 साल पहले do you want my school part also to reflect on this? When I was a teacher, I had the odds for, so should I? No, we don't need to go so back, sir. Because this biscuit is for children. And it should only be, बच्चों पे बुरा असर पड़ेगा, sir. So just let's keep it like this. Actually, really, but you know, there was this whole episode that happened to me, you know, when I was growing up, and this producer threw me out. And at that time, I was really angry. My jaw was tight. Do you want that feeling also? Always avoid the failures. This is about success. This biscuit, when you have the feeling of success, maybe Shahrukh stands for success. So that I have my biggest dream. And at the end of it all, I just go. and I look at him, you know, the first guy, so I don't look at the director, I don't look at anything, because the director's also worked with me, and he's like, they know, so they're all sitting, 2 minutes more, 2 minutes, I just don't understand. No, keep talking, just keep talking to me. Can you just keep talking to me while I'm doing the biscuit? Just keep talking, just keep saying the emotions, the feelings, and this thing, and I go cut, and I don't look at him and say, I get so happy. And I want to know what he goes back home. Because 90% chances are the director's not even going to choose that okay cut off. But I want to know what does he think. आज मैंने शाहरुख को ऐसा बिस्किट खिलाया. You know, सारी emotion. He's a good actor. I had my reservations.
Today Shahrukh will be thinking that Barry John को पहले नहीं मिलना चाहिए.
नहीं आज उसको मालूम पड़ा एक्टिंग क्या होता है. क्या कर रहा है साला चकदे भगदे शगदे. Same thing for 25 years. I mean, I taught him. आज मैंने किया. देखो हमारा बिस्किट बिकना चाहिए. And I'm not sacrificing at any cost. At any cost. So that is my biggest achievement.
घर जाके LinkedIn पे other skills. Shahrukh Khan biscuit eating.
Oh, biscuit उसका बाजीराव मस्तानी. Like that's his background.
Why you sing बाजीराव मस्तानी? Why did you take that? Why did you take that?
I'm sorry for offending.
I did written here that you're going to say.
When you dance at weddings, what is that like? Like, is it weird being the one to steal the spotlight away from the bride?
I mean, they should be happy I'm not stealing the bride away. I actually, very shamelessly, I'll tell you, okay, let's do this deal, okay, just on this podcast, let's accept it, even if it's going to diminish some of your followers. Honestly, let's do one wedding show with me.
Wedding show?
One. We'll write it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna,
I hope it's not like another FIFA thing.
So much fun. I write a whole play, and it's a skit. And you know, it's because it's obviously at a very big level because the money is spent. You go there, you rehearse, you get the time, and you make sure you go. The people like it, they enjoy it, and you belittle the whole family. I have to tell you, one wedding show I went, they were going to put a police case on me. I didn't realize, you know, I met these friends of mine, and they met me in the morning, and they were like in track pants and stuff, you know, and they were looking really sweet. Most unlike track pant kind of people, you know, track suit kind of people, and most unlike people who be jogging early in the morning. So I'd gone, and they were old friends of mine, and I love them, I won't name them, I love them. And I met them in the morning, so I just found it very sweet, and I told them, कि सर बड़े अच्छे लग रहे हो आप क्या कर रहे हो हम जॉगिंग पे जा रहे हैं अनिल अंबानी but you know and they were wearing orange pink the colors they were like Lululemon and you know the ones with what ladies wear with things
juicy oh my god
juicy like that girls please stop wearing written on your bum I mean, for what?
It's coming back though.
मतलब मैंगो फ्रूटी भी लिखी थी
मतलब क्या बोल सकते हैं उसके ऊपर या फ्रूटी है
चलो 6 दिन पे आ गए
I have no beverage since Pepsi got taken fruity मतलब and if Rasna is listening just in case fruity goes
you're on this you will do it
they were looking little completely out of it. Like, it wasn't made for them, you know. Juicy or Kuthi, neither was made for them. And they were both like, all three of them were going. So I laughed at them on their face. They said, "Come on, all that they said. So I went on the stage. You know, at night they were in tuxedos. And they were looking as well turned out as they could be. And I made a joke about it. Okay, I made a joke about it. And it got so offended. I made a joke about meeting them in the morning, and of course, it's not as vegetarian as I'm saying right now. I did it, and it got so big. The whole wedding aside, and it became that I have humiliated them. I took they're my friends. Their wives are my friends, and like old people. I had to apologize to them and stuff like that. So since then, there's a problem, but they are more fun people at weddings. Because you can make fun of Sally, you know, all those things they do in Hum Aapke Hain Kaun?
Yeah.
Hum Aapke Hain Gone Cool, because it's AIV. So it'd be really, really cool. But please do a wedding show with me. The dancing, it's a whole play. We'll do a play. We write it, we perform.
Tell the story of the bride.
Tell the story. And genuinely, the rule is I will not be disturbed by anyone. At the end of the evening, of course, you will feel like dancing with the whole family. I'm saying it really. I mean, I haven't done it for a long time. I don't know, मुझे बुला नहीं रहे शादी में.
Shahrukh, demonetization effect. आप लाइन में लगे
So, okay. Another thing that, like weddings is one like off Bollywood thing that you do that's fun, but you've also been touring a lot, right, since the 90s, these international tours. And so, just like a lot of people don't know really what goes on in international tours, especially from the 90s to now. What has that been like, the change?
Something वो NRI market से पिक्चर के टिकट से तो पैसे निकलवा ही रहे हैं, पर और चाहिए डॉलर्स में.
लेकिन early 90s में क्या सीन होता? अभी तो फिर भी इंस्टा पे आ रहा है.
मैं पहली बार गया था जब शोज में, ओके, तो मैं फिर एक्टर्स का नाम लोग रिसर्च कर लेंगे यूट्यूब पे नहीं. तो मैं थिएटर से गया. Theater meant 1 month of practice and you had fun. I have two aspects of world tours. I have only two thoughts. One, I'm back on stage. मैं theater कर रहा हूँ. This is my impression when I signed up, and I remember the people I signed up with, they still work with me till date. They're the biggest show people in you. And I went to them. I said, you have to take me, you know. And I'm thinking, I'm back to my theater days. ऐसा बोलते हैं ना जब actor बड़ा होता है, आपको theater miss नहीं करते. ऐसा एक question हमेशा आता है. My second thought was, I'm a rock star. You know, really people, yeah, do you love me? Do you love me? These are the two impressions I've got of a world tour. So the first time I've gone there, my impression of the world tour is that, first of all, there are things called peanut flights. So all the big stars who were bigger than us, I didn't know there's a first class in a plane, right? So I'm sitting in a plane. These are first few years for me going abroad. You know, I'm going abroad and all.
Waist pouch, belly pouch,
passport. You said a passport cover me all set and all, and I'm going and all, and you're worried, are your socks smelling? You know, those days, I don't know, when you were poor, socks smell worse. You know, so we were sitting there, and तो खाना आता था, तो खाने में ना peanuts देते, that's what they call peanut flights. So they're very grand, 8 at 9 hours, red eyes they call and shit. And one day after, what a 5-6 tours, and I could tell कि everybody was really screaming and shouting when I used to go there and all, and about what my first Tommy Hilfiger, before he became racist, shirts and all. So I wore this, are you being talked? No, okay. So I wore this shirt and all, and I'm sitting, and I don't know why, I walked up in front. I thought थोड़ा cockpit दिखता हूँ, but I went and there was a different world. There were broader seats. There were televisions on. मतलब it was like a spacecraft.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at my promoter कि मैं यहाँ peanut खा रहा हूँ, वो वहाँ पे roast खा रहे हैं. Why this difference here? My first thing was कि क्या हो गया मुझको, मेरी stardom, and I'd gone with feeling कि मैं Michael हूँ ना. Do you love me? क्या love है, मैं तो इधर गंदी सी जगह पे बैठा हूँ. I go on stage, prepared, rehearsed, with my lines and everything. So I'm asking, so when do I enter? So the promoter says, whenever. So no, whenever, matlab, who's entering before me? I don't know. Who is less drunk, you know? Having prepared something. And I won't tell you, the actors used to come, and they were the ones who said, you love me! And that's all they did. For 20 minutes on stage, they used to be like this. They used to just be. You love me! I love you!
Active voice, passive voice.
So I am watching, this is a PA, he'll do something. कुछ तो करेगा. Some jet propellers will come out as butt and fly off. Oh my God! They did nothing. They did nothing. Couple of actors would be on the show. They were so high. They fell into. So I got very, very disappointed. Yeah. Very, very disappointed because I thought, no, I have to bring a new culture. It was a complete. Acha, even that thing. Like, you know, do you love me? By the time I reached, because I was a small star, you know, by the time I reached on stage, which was, do you guys think Filmfare and all these, what function? There was no time boundedness. There was no time boundedness. I think some people went home, changed, came back, you know, stuff like this. Yeah. So by the time you came, there were not many people left to love you. You know, mostly, and they were tired of answering this question. And mine was prepared. Mine was a leader. Do you love me? And then they would say yes, and I would put a joke, and then I say and I would say I love you. I had a full prepared script. But then, do you love me? I used to. There was one enthusiastic person, one got up, one man off used to come, and I was so disappointed here. And I took a run. I said, no, I will change this whole system. So just like I've changed the weddings, I've changed the live tours. So you have to come on a world tour also. Because that's fun. That's really fun. Now it's organized as 2 hours. And in that, genuinely, you can say what you feel like.
Yes,
And
yes,
that's what
yes.
you can say what you want, you can have fun at expense of each other. And I only take friends. So you can joke with each other, you can...
Nice.
And we still do you love me? I love you. And we still fall off stage sometimes. But the rest of it has become much.
No, you're saying all these things, we'll do a wedding and this thing and all. You are also saying...
कल आएगा तन्मय से tweet. Wedding night. What do?
No, genuinely, this is not... you know, FIFA, I got a little... When I saw you guys and the script that you had written and all, I was a little disappointed. तुम्हारा बहुत नाम सुना था मैंने. But you're back with the roast. Now that you've done the roast and all that stuff, now you're back.
कभी ये भी था क्या?
नहीं तब था.
सब कुछ
What did you call you guys? Call yourself then?
We were writers.
We were just writers.
Yeah, we were just writers.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that, then do hit like, click on the subscribe button and leave us a comment. There's a part 2 to this video, so check that out. And if you enjoyed it, then tweet to @IamSRK. Tell him to play FIFA with AIB. And if it happens, then we'll turn that into a video. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
I hope they played FIFA eventually.
They are not gonna let
How
go of
long
that.
ago was that video? Did they
Probably.
ever?
I don't know. They might have,
They should
or
have.
might have not. I don't know. Yeah. But that was a fun.
That
first
was
part.
fun.
He's like a really cool guy.
Yeah.
He does seem really, really chill down
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I liked how they were all just like, I loved watching their faces as he was talking. They all looked like kids in the candy store, you know, like, oh, my favorite star is here. We get to interview them.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
cool.
You could see the twinkling in their eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And that-
Especially the guy with the laptop at one point, he was just like, like, oh, that's so cute.
I mean, at that point, like, definitely he was the king of Bollywood. Like, he kept saying.
He's
couple
still
of
the
times.
king of
He is
Bollywood,
still the
isn't
king
he?
of Bollywood. But yeah, I love the fact that he's like so blunt.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like he's witty, he's blunt. Like some of the responses, like
Yeah,
how.
he's so quick with his responses.
I know, right? And they're so
Yes.
funny.
Yeah.
They are funny.
Yeah.
And he's politically correct, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is because he has reached a stage where he has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like no matter what he says, like I'm pretty sure like even after this part 1, like he would have faced so
Oh,
many
I'm
backslashes. Oh, why did you say this? Why did you say that?
Everybody was probably
Yeah.
nitpicking every little thing he
Yeah.
said. He even said like people don't like when he talks about his child. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
everybody.
I could see that happening actually.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was really fun. The first part
was
was
fun.
super fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited to do the second part. Let us know like what in the first part you like the most, and if we should be doing a second part,
Oh yes.
and what else we should be reacting to
Yes.
from Shahrukh Khan's videos. Let us know.
We want to see more.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's definitely
He's
cool.
great. I want to watch
Yeah.
more of him.
Yeah.
I love his energy and just his stories. He's so theatrical is the word, which makes sense because he started with theater.
Yeah. He's full of experiences for sure. Like he has a story for everything. It seems like. You know?
I know, yeah. I'd love to be in the same room as him. Maybe we should reach out, interview him, send him a tweet.
Yeah. Time Out Squad podcast episode
Time Out
1.
Squad, yes.
Shahrukh Khan. They'll be like, hey, you guys did not invite us for FIFA either.
Yeah, we want to play FIFA. I don't know how to play, but I can learn.
I know how to play.
I'll be a cheerleader. I mean, they don't have those for that, do they?
No. But they do have cheerleaders in cricket. In IPL, but that's a separate topic anyway. This was a lot of fun, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed our reaction to this part 1, and yeah, we are looking forward to your suggestions. All of the ways to reach out to us in the description box below, and please subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media platform. And that was it for this video. We will see you guys in the next video. Until then, time out. If you guys like this video, you guys know the drill. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon notification button so you don't miss any other update. And if you guys have more such videos, please do send them our way. All of the details will be in the description box below.
And don't forget to check out our other videos and follow us on social media.